too.
I'm really excited to see it on the west side too. Like I said, it's such a beautiful part of town, and it feels like it almost feels empty sometimes. You know what I mean? Even though it's so nice over here and everything, and everybody just kind of sticks to downtown and that city center.
Mm.
Yeah, the more stuff that's over here, like you said, even if there was like a health clinic, all that stuff would be really interesting to see and see that cultural shift towards this side of town, maybe.
Yeah, I'd even go as far as saying like even central San Andreas feels empty because it's like,
It
where
does.
is everybody? And I'm
The
hoping that
hospital, City Hall, there's so many of the businesses that are just so smack in the middle of the south side.
yes,
Yeah, it just gets populated there.
yep. And so I'm really hoping it becomes like a, you know, I don't know. I'm really hoping that like anytime you come down here, there's just some people, you know,
Yeah,
and
The proper hub.
yep.
even if it's just like socially hanging out, sitting at the chairs, eating, talking, meetings. Hopefully you'll see a lot of business come through here as far as like you said, right now it's all the food stalls and senior buns and that area, and there's not really where do any of even those businesses meet and talk about things? You know what I mean? Where do these people that have business outside of their meet and talk about those things? There is no hub for everybody, and that's what you really need.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion, and it seems like this place can be perfect for it. It seems
Well, and
great.
to that point, and to counteract the exact issue that's happening with the food court is where it's just now also like the major populace who were there and working there are just getting picked up to be hostages. No one wants to stick around when they're just getting a gun pointed in their head when they're just trying to do their job. Here,
Yep.
though, at least you'll have the police, the mall police, that I think would actually really kind of deter that, or at least give it a bit more hurdles to jump through. Jump over.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the way that I like to paint this too is even with the PDs, y'all are trying to form your own. You get your money, you get your interceptors, you kind of build up your departments, right? DOJ, you guys got your things going on. The different mayor's offices, we got our own thing going on. Different crews in the city, they're all building up internally. But there's not a lot of like, I need this other person for something, right? Like I need to collaborate with them to accomplish something. And the big philosophy here is creating a need and activities that people want to do that kind of make them collaborate outside of their circle. And I think if we can even do that a little bit, I think that drives San Andreas culture in the right direction.
Great. Helps bring a lifeblood back to the city. Bring our
Yep.
civilians back, hopefully, which is desperately needed.
Oh my God, not wrong, not wrong.
I also think that it could go a long way, and I don't want to say replacing some of the lemon list business that I call it, but there's a lot of people they have a job, they have a position, they have a company, they sell goods or whatever, and their entirety of their business is just in the lemon list. Give me a call, and they meet up with one customer, they give them what they need, they move along, and instead that'll bring people here for those businesses. They won't have to worry about trying to search somebody down or search for a specific type of work. They can just come here. They know someone will be here. They know that there's options here. And
You're good. It was just checking.
and then, like you said, it brings that interaction. And these people have to instead of just meeting up somewhere in a dark alley and throwing a couple car parts in a trunk and giving some cash like some sort of weird drug deal, they're actually going to come purchase things, see the other options available, see the other businesses around, see what's really here. Maybe get interested in some of that cryptocurrency, right? When they see that big server rack, there's a lot here for at least potentially, for people to see and get involved in when they may have not even really meant to be. It's just the exposure of it.
Yeah, 1,000%. Yeah, 1,000%. We gotta. Businesses thrive as much as people believe them to be real.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And
exactly. When somebody sees it, right? When somebody walks up to a counter or I don't know, there's just something to it. And the only place in town, like you said, that really feels like you can do that is the food stall.
Yep.
As you walk up, there's a register
But
there.
even the
just like
food
every
stalls are
other thing,
owned by all these gangs right now, right?
They're
And-
literally named after them, some of them.
Yeah, and I don't have a problem with it per se, but they got other shit to do. Now, I can understand that, like, there may be a feeling that, hey, well, it's got to be civilians with a perfect record. Those don't exist. They don't.
It's very unrealistic.
It's unrealistic. But that's why the driving force here is less about what your record is, but more your participation. Because if you're participating here often and getting rewarded often, then you have less reason to go and rob a bank. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And you're enabling those folks who may not want to be here 24/7 to run the business to employ others, right? And then that gives them the ability to be independent and fend for themselves instead of having to try and join up with a group of like-minded individuals that may turn to crime. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, 1000%.
Yeah, and like you said, the record thing, it's very unrealistic, and to be honest, it's, I don't know. The thought or the opinion of like, oh, that person's a criminal, so they're not going to participate in society, only excludes them from society further, and doesn't really give them a chance to rehabilitate or redeem themselves, right? If they choose to do that, and or just be a part of society, and if they do turn to crime, who knows? Maybe they'll think to themselves, yeah, I really don't want to shoot these people, or I don't want to hurt this person because, you know, I know them. They
That's exactly
my customer. You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Yeah. It's crime prevention, right? And what it is. It's filtering on a individual's criminal history is just it doesn't. I think it could have worked like a year ago if we started on that foot, but I think I'm not sure how aware you are of this, but businesses couldn't even have a business until 3 months ago.
Yeah.
So a lot of folks that I think had those dreams just couldn't explore those dreams. And now kind of going backwards. It's the same problem with properties. Properties were stolen or taken before civilians were even able to have an opportunity. So, hey,
just keep an eye on it, Carmine.
All right. How you doing, gentlemen?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Y'all having a good day.
Can help it. And she's Carmine's car. Go ahead.
All right. While we're waiting for Remedy, I'm gonna get Quantum and there's perfect.
Oh, she's on the way.
All right. So Quantum and Carmine, I'm gonna have a chat with you guys in just a little bit. I gotta get this race stuff sorted just real fast.
Yeah, no problem.
I want you guys to do a walk around the facility, and I want a basic idea of how you guys are gonna be, what your operations are gonna look like for the next week.
Carmine.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Doors should be opening within about a week's time frame. We're just waiting for a couple things to be, added into the location. So
makes sense.
All right, easy.
Let's get to it. Let's survey the land.
Yep.
I'm a surveyor.
All right. All right.
Okay. Just really quickly, want to just do a bit of a touch base. I had Mateo Ratatouille, he's the interim sheriff.
Can I call Maxwell down too?
Alrighty, that's a bad look.
Sure. Hello.
Maxwell, can you come to Court Center? It's about the races.
Yeah, I'll be there in just a minute.
All right, beautiful.
Okay, bye.
Maxwell, I believe, is going to handle LSPD side of things for up until there's a handoff. So.
Perfect.
Yep.
So hello, Miss Creed. I'm interim sheriff Mateo Radish. It's nice to meet you. I don't think we actually had a chance to meet, and if we have, I haven't introduced myself. So.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Same.
Are you excited for the event? I've had a lot of people talking to me about it.
I mean, it was.
Wait, you were excited and now you're not?
It's fine. I'm just stressed out.
Okay. Yeah, understandable. Oh shit. All right. Is there anything we can do to help?
I was about to say, like, how can we help facilitate it?
No, I literally just need to I'm here to answer your questions. Help in whatever way I can, because then I need to go get it started if that's still allowed.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give you some context. We okay, so Maxwell is probably gonna ask for you to kind of go through a checklist of things just to make sure that On your end and their end, everything is looking kosher. Specifically, the track list. I believe 311s that are going to get sent out. I'm not sure how much of this was discussed yesterday, but this checklist is to ensure that that your races and the event goes smoothly, but simultaneously law enforcement is properly alerted as to where the things are happening, where to look for, so that not only do they not misdirect or misunderstand what's happening in front of them, but also so that those races don't get arrested unjustly, and if there are injuries, that those parties can be taken care of, and that we don't end up with any sort of legal issues headed sideways.
Yeah, from the sheriff's office side of things, whatever you need from us as far as controlling traffic, providing safety, that's really our only interest, is just to make sure that we make your event a success up in the county and no one gets hurt doing it. I don't want anybody to be upset if that were to happen or have liability on y'all. We can definitely keep things safe, and that's really the primary goal as far as our perspective. So.
Yeah, I don't really feel like any of the treks go too deep into Blaine if they do it all. I'm not 100% sure because I'm not the track constructor, but I specified where I kind of wanted them to be, which was out of the city center. But I can double check with Tony when he wakes up.
Sure.
Okay.
We have barricades and all traffic control devices. Like, we can set up block intersections if you need be, depending on where it is. And if you don't need us to, then we're more than happy to just stand by, have EMS up there, help recover cars if they're damaged, stuff like that. I really want to help you make that event a success. It seems like you put a lot of work into it. So.
Okay, I mean, appreciate that. I don't know if we'll need
I'll
any
call you
help,
back.
but I do appreciate the offer.
Yeah, of course.
Yep. Okay.
A lot of racers are very particular about their cars, so they're very much don't touch.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's the other thing. Yeah, we're not trying to grab anybody's. Only if you need us. Whatever you need from us, you just let us know, and that's pretty much our perspective on things from the BCSO. But.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Beautiful.
So
Oh,
how
there
many
she
days
is.
Oh, great. How
Hey,
many days
Maxwell,
is
right over here.
spanning
Okay,
Over the
over?
phone.
From the 17th to the 30th.
I said, this is a big ass place. I don't know where you
it
are.
goes down
Bye.
in number of races. So the first 3 days, which are the 17th, the 18th, and the 20th, all have 3 to 4 races because there's 10 total. 6, 9, yeah, okay. So 3, and then 4. And then there are 4 quarterfinals, and then 2 semifinals, and 1 grand finale of 3 races. It's a gauntlet.
All right.
So from the 17th to the 30th, and I know that it does seem like last minute, but I will say that I have been working on this for over a month, and I've been trying to get the people together that need to be together to have these conversations for a month, and I just haven't been able to.
Yeah, I think so.
I ended up having to go from I ended up going to Arcadia, basically being or Justice Grayson, and being I need you to look at this because the judge that I was talking to hasn't, gotten back to me in weeks. So I just need this to be done. And I was told I needed DOJ approval before I went to the police. So that's why I didn't,
Yeah, I think
I think we could still have those conversations where things aren't being signed properly, but I told you how I just wanted to make sure that PD was part of the conversation before I signed it, just to make sure everything was kosher with them. And that's all it was. So, and you did that, which is great. I just was curious because we had a conversation where it was talking about how obviously you want to avoid the center of the city, high populated areas, high traffic areas for civilians and the racers. I don't think anyone has tracks still yet, and that's a concern. That we need. I believe there's a checklist that we wanted to run through really quick. That Maxwell, do you have, or Nino?
Yeah, 1 second. Yes. So
like liability waivers to be signed by each driver, for you to have them sign, each person sign one. Also, make an announcement on 311 stating the start location and the rough areas traveled. Post the same announcement on Twitter. A state announcement. Then a member of the PD would be at the start location if possible. Place barriers at major intersections and whatnot if they need to hold traffic. And also have EMS on standby.
Can we all well, speak up just a little bit? I think.
Oh, sorry. Can you not hear me?
Yep. Yeah. I can now.
Okay. Did everybody else hear everything else that I was saying? Okay. And then the last thing was the racers involved told that if they crash into somebody, they are required to stop and aid them. They're still liable for crimes committed when participating, i.e. a hit and run.
Do you think I should put these into a state announcement? Question for the circle. Or is it something we give to the racers via another means?
You mean the liability waiver? Or like all of it? This is something
I think all of it could be in one, possibly, to give to them so that they have access to it and they can review it. Tell them that that's part of it is them acknowledging the rules, right? Well, they're not going to acknowledge the 311. That's going to be remedy, right? So really, the part about them if they crash into somebody, that they need to stop and check on the person. The liability waiver, obviously, if something happens, property damage, it's on them, not on the county or the PD.
Got it. Remedy, I'm guessing I know the answer to this. Do we have a liability waiver drawn up?
Only the one that you've seen, but I can tell you right now that the racers are not going to sign that. Like, that's...
Why do you think they wouldn't sign that?
Well, so that waiver, that's a little different. That was because you as an organizer, we were taking the liability off of you, right? And, it also gave protection to the state and to the county. So that's not the same thing that we're talking about. This would be a separate liability waiver where, like Maxwell said, if they're, they'll be charged with any other crimes that they are found committing, like hit and run, if they do any other crimes while in the midst of the race, that's not going to exempt them. Also for damages, stuff like that. You don't think they would sign that?
I don't, no. I think that them having to jump through hoops to participate will make them not participate.
It would simply be you going up to each car as they just do sign-ups and be like, you just need to sign this. You don't have any kind of like a check-in anyways?
I mean, we will, yeah. I can try.
Yeah, I would just...
it's
a legalized street racing that has to come as part of it.
I'll call you back. Right.
And I'll help draft up that waiver right now. I will.
Here's I can help get them to sign it. I think here's how I'm looking at it. This is an activity that outside of the sanctioned event is being legalized for the enjoyment of everybody. But just as in the past 24 hours, we have had to get buy-in from the police department that is very interested in assisting, and the DOJ that is interested in making this happen. Those races also need to be accommodating. So if individually they have an issue with it, they can suck my dick. I will speak to them and ask them to sign it. Otherwise, I would question why the fuck they would participate to begin with. And that's kind of where I'm drawing that line myself. There's a lot of money on the line. The least they can do is sign a waiver. So if they, God forbid, they murk somebody, that Grayson, Radich, Maxwell, myself, you, and the chief of police isn't the one carrying the burden because someone's being a little bitch. I think that's fair. Am I wrong?
No, that's fine.
This practice by nature is illegal. There's going to have to be some understanding here. We're doing everything we can to make this work, and I think this is a very fair ask.
Yeah.
All right. So I will help write up that waiver right now. Thank you, Nino, for the assistance on hopefully getting people to comply with that. What else do you need help with? With that checklist that Maxwell just gave you. I can help with the state announcements. I know you'll do the 311s. We'll work with Maxwell about officers being at the start marks. And we need to talk to Tony, seeing where it leaks into Blaine County and making sure that those officers are aware of what's going on.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to Tony about it.
He's supposed to be around, but I don't know if he is yet.
I'm going to send him
was there anything else I mixed, Maxwell?
Let me see.
Let me just double check. Oh, we got the announcements, the post and swatter, the 3-in-1 state.
EMS.
EMS, yeah, we need to have them on call. I could make a call.
Is there enough EMS in the city to pull them away? No. I mean, that's why they weren't contacted.
Nino.
Hello, is that Mr. Nino Chavez?
Yep. Call me in a little bit. Sorry, I'm helping set up an event.
Oh, all right, Mr. Chavez, will do. Thank you very much.
All right,
Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye.
All right.
Yeah, there hasn't been any on duty any time that I tried to talk to them.
All right. That's
I don't
okay.
understand.
That's right. If there are some on duty while there's races happening, they just need to be made aware. That's all we're asking.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I've sent Tony an email.
Amazing. I need to get back over to City Hall and start drafting this up with some of the, I imagine clerks around who'd be happy to help me with this. Hopefully I'll get this spun around maybe in the next 45.
How is the signing going to happen? Is it going to be, how do we make this easy?
It'll be so small. It's just going to be like a little, bite-sized, liability about crimes you commit while still racing and damages. And so it can be done through the contracts app on your phone.
Is that going to be easy to, Remy, do you have an estimate of like how many people it's going to be?
No.
Hello?
Okay.
I don't.
Let me see. Let me see 1 second.
Yes. Okay. I'll be right there. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I'm in the middle of a meeting. I'll call you. Thank you. My car just got run over by a bulldozer.
I'm thinking about the logistics of this, Arcadia. So you get the waiver, right? It's going to be create document, put their name in it, and then they post it out. Is that going to be easy to do for like 30 some odd people?
Oh my God, it's got really cool. Logistically, I think it's feasible because it's something that like you just share. You go down the line of racers, you share with your phone locally, and they just sign it.
Oh, it's going to be one contract. You can we put a bunch of numbers on that?
That's what I think, but we'd have to do it. So it would be like a copy pasta, same contract, but it would be individual documents.
Okay.
So, does that make sense? Where by per racer, there would be a signed contract.
Can you show Remedy how to do it just to make sure we're in lockstep, how it's going to, that this works?
Let's
and how
take
it
shelter.
like?
The elements. Let's go inside, guys.
So
I can't protect you from the
I
weather.
don't want to be that dick, but like, bro,
Let's head
like,
on in.
we're making it happen. You got to work with the other entities. Otherwise, like, what the actual fuck?
Sorry, it's Carmine.
Okay, I don't.
Remedy, let me show you how to do that really quickly, and then I do.
This kind of goes for everybody. You know, I keep a very like solid line, whether I'm dealing with judges, whether I'm dealing with.
Anything else you need from me, Nino?
I think you should be good. I just want to make sure that that you. I wanted to. I may have been a little harsh there. I don't think I was. I wasn't gonna.
No, about
deal with
signing the document.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's.
No, I don't. Why would you host something and then them just to fucking freely do whatever they want and not?
I was not going to allow negative energy towards you two
no, I
and the
appreciate
justice. I mean, I deal with this kind of shit on the other end of the spectrum sometimes.
Right.
And it's just like, we got to work together collectively. It's not like a one person gets it all type shit.
But you're also like helping host it. The least we could do is get a fucking liability waiver signed so that we're not being sued if somebody dies or some weird shit happens,
Yeah, or you guys are getting a headache as well, right? It goes in your county and then someone's like, oh my God, why did this thing happen in the police department?
Right,
It's
exactly. Next thing you know, Maxwell's fucking being sued for something, or Raddick, Imagine.
Or somebody's trying to find one of us and hurt us because they got T-boned and their car got wrecked.
Right.
Like, you let this happen.
Yep.
But yeah, I also don't want to come and be a wet blanket, and throw that on top of the holiday event.
I mean, it's such a small ask for what they're going to be allowed to do. So I just don't understand why it's that big of a fucking deal.
I don't think it is. I'm gonna have a chat with Tony as well and let folks know, like, it's like you sign it or you don't win.
Right.
Like, I don't know how to.
Right.
Like, it's just you're not gonna get the prize. It's gonna. Like, I don't know conceptually what it is. Like, this isn't stolen money. It's tracked money. It needs someone to sign something. She's gonna have to give someone the money. Like, I don't know. Come over here real quick. I'm pretty sure the majority of folks are probably gonna be cool with this. It's probably like just a handful of dumb fucks that are throwing a tantrum. So I'll try to get to the bottom of it, but I'm gonna make it very simple. Like,
or is it just her?
Hmm?
Do you think they're already throwing tantrums, or is it just her saying they're not going to sign shit?
I don't know what was promised. You know what I mean? Like, it was. This came as a surprise to me last night as well, right?
You get to race your car and have little to no repercussions at all. Like, hello?
Yeah, it's just so someone doesn't get killed. I don't.
Well, that's what I'm
we're not
saying. I
responsible
don't
for
think
it.
they're gonna care. I think maybe she's making it seem bigger than it is, but
No,
I don't
we're
know.
not trying to. I mean, you weren't here yet, Lieutenant, when I introduced myself as interim, and I said, like, anything we can do in the county, I just want to be here to make sure it's safe and support your event. I know you put a lot of work into it and everything, and I don't even know if that was very well received, to be honest. So I just kind of stayed to the side there because it sounds like it's not going to be going up into the county much. So yeah, we'll have to see where the tracks are. But yeah, I don't know. I'll let the mayor.
Something happened that put her in a mood, or something. Did I miss? I feel like
I
missed
don't know.
something.
I'm surprised myself, to be honest. I mean, part
Seems
of it.
really fun to hang out with.
Well,
Can't wait to clock off duty.
I had the same energy yesterday when I was like, she told me, like, I'm not trying to reopen this, okay? I actually do loathe the Saints because of shit they've done to me. She told me to look the other way because her friend shot me and grant them money. And I'm like, brother, like, I don't hold grievances, but, like, your boy just shot me. I'm not going to just be like, here's some money, I'm a fucking NPC. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just want reason. Like tell me you fucked up. Like, that's it. Like, it's not that fucking hard. And if I can't get something like that, fuck these goddamn criminals. I'm going to be a cop myself and stop fucking raiding properties. I swear to fucking God.
Oh, that would be so sick.
Hire me, please. I'll be a fucking prosecutor.
Just go look at Max's last term. He appointed himself police commissioner. Did he not?
True. Him and
I'll
his wife
fucking
are
do
running
it.
around doing
You guys
cop
want to
work
support
for
me
a
on that?
fucking
I'll
month.
fucking do it right now.
God, that's so wild. They would hate
No,
you.
I have no idea what the legislation's like.
I
enacted that to counter for
I'm-
TV assistance.
I'm only kidding, but it was it.
No, they did though.
No, I wouldn't want something like that. But it's just one of those like come on, man. Like it goes with a lot of things. Like, people got to just fucking learn to work. I think everyone's forgotten how to cooperate, right? I do understand to a degree because sometimes there are like hidden agendas. I'm sure there's some like let's be honest with ourselves. There's probably a lot of cunts that are looking for an opportunity to go after officers over this, but vice versa. There's probably cops that want to like fuck with this shit. There's shitty people everywhere. But when you got people surrounded saying we're gonna help you, like, you gotta extend your fucking hand out.
Right.
Otherwise,
no, I don't think so, or no, they're not. Like, literally, not even I'll try until she spoke up and said, or you said what you said. It's just,
yeah.
I feel like we're just, I don't know. whatever. You know what? You're doing a lot more than I would with some attitudes like that. That's all I'm saying. I'd be like, you know what? Cool. I'm gonna go have my own fucking race and somewhere else with other fucking people. Bye.
Listen, if you knew what I had to put up with for 4 months, this is nothing. You know what I mean? But I am and will, if it becomes stupid, pull it. You know what I mean? And that's because I don't mind giving.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Alrighty, we're all set with that front.
Easy.
I gotta get to writing, and I have to go see apparently my exploded car.
Okay. Maxwell, can you also send Remedy a copy of that checklist as well?
Yes.
And
yeah, I'll send it to your phone. Okay.
all right, beautiful.
And just forward that along to me as well, just so I know what I'm writing in with the waivers and the state announcements.
Will do.
Thank you.
Grayson, did you want to send it the state announcement? Or did you want me to send it?
Whatever's easier for you. I'll be around.
Okay. Easy. All right. All right.
Is it per race that we do a state announcement, or is it just like?
I think the main one is probably it, and then the 311s after that. State announcement to get people there, but then,
right?
yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me get this waiver knocked out. I will talk to you all soon.
Right. It was good chatting, y'all. We'll see you later.
All right, I'll send that stuff to you guys.
All right, thanks, Max.
All right.
Anything else, Nino? Besides sending
Maxwell,
that? I'm working on that now.
you're probably, I hate to tell you, gonna have to take point on the PD side of things, so things don't turn into a shit show, right? Like cops trying to arrest these guys, which shouldn't be happening, but you never know if someone, you know, tries to do some bozo shit.
Yeah. Well, the thing too is it's gonna happen during a shift change, which is gonna be the problem, right? Shift 1, we spoke about it at the meeting.
I would assign somebody to take the baton from you afterwards.
Yeah, no, I will.
Like, realistically, I don't even think you guys are gonna get any calls and shit like this. It's just there's always that opportune that someone does some one-off shit, just given how many days that this spans over. So I think the last thing anybody wants is having to get dragged into court over what should otherwise be a fun event. Will be available in a
Well, I
bit.
guess you guys can have that, but I'll share it to you to
Okay.
your phone so you have it permanently as well. There you go, and then I'll send it to Grayson. Okay.
Okay, easy. All right. Well, Remedy can probably call you when things are about to kick off, so you're aware of where it's happening and shit. If you want to come through.
Yeah, let me get your information, Remedy. I'll get your phone number real quick. Is your number end in 4446, Remedy?
It won't, maybe, actually. No, it's 0338.
Okay, you wanna go ahead and give it to me?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Now, I guess your old one's on your profile. I won't add this one unless you want me to.
No, that's my old one. I don't have access to that one anymore.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like I'm playing Dad RP chat.
All right, I'll send you a text so you have my number, Remedy. All right, let me know. Yeah, where it's starting, we'll have officers there. If you have a track or something and there's like major roadway, we'll get barriers placed so that the potential of somebody driving
Because I am Dada Nino.
we can have that covered. We'll do our
Yeah, I hate having.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the race, to be fair. But yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. We don't really want to. You know. I guess maybe you don't. But yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I guess just let us know where the starting point is when you're about to start, and we'll head up there and see you guys off. Okay.
Sure. Sounds good.
All right. Easy.
Anything else, Nino?
No, should be good.
Anything else? Okay.
All right. Awesome.
Right.
Remedy, let me chat with you real quick. All right. Look, if there's anything you need, please don't hesitate. But I just wanted you to keep in mind that these guys are also, you may not realize it, but they're putting their job on the line in order to make this happen. Because there are a lot of individuals that will do what they can to try to fuck up the event, not just for you, but also for those that are signing off on this. So
right, no, I understand.
They're so, I will say that if I don't know what kind of communication you got this morning, but I did also wake up to rumors that, oh my God, the event's happening in Blaine County. Is it legal? And a bunch of bullshit. So
no,
luckily,
I don't think it's even going into Blaine at all.
Yeah,
to
but
be fair, because I specifically said Los Santos, but it's possible. Like I didn't make the tracks, so.
I believe you completely, and so I had to fight that battle this morning, and hence these things that happened, like Grayson getting involved, etc., because I was getting phone calls about like, oh, Blaine County doesn't know about this. Understandable concerns, but let's be honest, there was likely some, bullshit in the hallways, rumors taking the narrative. I don't think you're going to have any problems. I genuinely don't. And if there are, I'm going to try to squash them as much as I can. But, when it does come to signing these things, if need be, I can let them know that this is for their protection and everyone else is organizing it so that we can continue to do these in the future. Right?
Right.
It probably won't be perfect, but let's be honest here, Remedy. You're putting together one of the first legal rally races, you might as well call it, in years, literal years, right? So
which I wanted to do because I needed the funding, but like I will be completely honest with you, Nino, I should have just done this illegally. Like it would have been so much easier.
I think you should have gotten more support for this, but I don't know what problems you ran into, but I don't think it ever should have been this difficult to begin with. But I think that's a conversation for perhaps another time. I don't know how much you're delaying this by, but like...
Well, I mean, we can't really race in the snow, so...
Oh, like this? It gets fucked up?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me ask you, like, what happened? Like, I don't... Like...
So, I spoke to... Remember I asked you who I should speak to about getting DOJ support?
Yeah.
So I spoke to Nathaniel Grayson, and he basically was like, yeah, that sounds good. Get me a contract, an indemnity clause. And I'm like, okay. So then I had a lawyer write that up, and then I just couldn't get a hold of Nathaniel Grayson again for like weeks. Like he just was busy. And I didn't know if I could go to anybody else because I started talking to him. It just didn't make any sense to go to start over. But eventually I said, fuck it, I need to start over because I was told by that I need to get DOJ first before I could get cop approval. So I had to go. So I got Arcadia to sign off on it. And then I tried to talk to Daisy. I couldn't get through to Daisy. I posted on Twitter. I spoke to other cops. She just wasn't on duty, whatever reason. I emailed you I emailed her like you told me to. I didn't get a response. So I talked to Skyfae for shift 3 because I will be doing races in shift 3, and she said it's fine as long as we talk to Daisy, and I'm like, okay. So then you know, she wanted a track list at the time. I didn't have it, you know, because I didn't want the tracks to be released early, because then
I
people can
understand.
practice.
So here's where I think this is for next time, right? Is that you come to me and you say, we need to organize this meeting with all the stakeholders, and I will drag a justice in. I'll drag in the chief. I'll drag in all the right people, and there's a 30-minute to a 1-hour meeting to make sure everything is sorted. What you are facing is what I face. I'm not trying to like I'm not bullshitting you. This is me trying to this is literally what me and my staff deal with on a daily basis. It's you cannot reach people. People give you half truths. You literally have to drag everyone in a room and say, we're getting this done. Right?
Right. I don't really have the power to do that, you know.
That you come to me and I'll make sure it happens.
No, for sure.
But so I don't want you to I get it. I'm sorry you had to deal with this. For what it's worth, what I'm trying to say is you're not the only one. This is literally how dog shit the government is in communication. And in the future, right? Genuinely just come to me yo, we want to do this. Help me set up the meeting. Nino, it's going to be on this day and I'll set it up. You know what I mean? And so but hey, look, it's about to kick off. It's only good now, you know what I mean? I don't think there's gonna be any other red flags unless some dumb fuck, tries to do some dumb fuck shit, at which point, if they get clapped up or I sue them, that's on them. You feel me?
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So,
I understand. I just sorry if I seem off. I'm just stressed.
No, I get it. I
a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
And then all of these extra steps on every single race is just
I think it can be a one time. Let's do it today, but we can probably simplify it where they're waiving it for every single day of the race, right?
Yeah.
And I want you to understand the other end of it, right?
No, I do. I understand.
I woke up this morning with the typical, we found a way to get rid of Nino, right? We found another way to get rid of Daisy, right? This is, and this isn't, and so I'm used to it. Daisy's used to it. Maxwell's used to it. But for Reddick and Arcadia, this is their first rodeo.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah, no, I understand. I just, at the same time, it's
it sucks.
I would have been awake earlier, but I just assumed because we had gotten permission from Daisy yesterday that it was okay to go, so I tried to sleep for an extra couple of hours.
Yep. No, totally. Yeah. Hey, well, maybe the weather. You want me to help get rid of the weather right now?
Yeah, probably. At least I need the contract anyway, so.
Oh, true.
But yeah.
Let me see what I can do. Is Tony gonna be the ones firing the races off?
No, I am going to be.
Oh shit. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Is there anything else you need from me? Otherwise, I should go try.
Yeah. No. Do your thing. Let me know if you need help with people signing it. I think the best way to let them know is that the judges are not going to let you be able to give anyone prize money unless they sign it. They should not be going to jail, and we are going to make sure that doesn't happen. Obviously, unless they do some psycho shit like start shooting other races. You know what I mean? Which I hope is not going to happen.
I don't think it will, but we'll see.
And I don't say that as fake threaten them. I mean, that's just kind of a reality, right? Because eventually you're going to have to give people money, and the last thing you want is them pulling it over some bullshit.
Right. No, that's fair. I don't remember where my car is.
Yep. All right. Let me know if you need anything, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. All right.